So they have to please him as well. What they did, in the inner arch, they used half body and the snaky hair of Antinous to cheat people. For people to think that there is Medusa. Because Medusa, see, the other guy is telling the person that one as Medusa, it is not. Because according to the Greek, ladies and gentlemen, mythology, Medusa can be described only with head and the snaky hair. If you see half body, it is the proof showing that that cannot be Medusa. That is Antinous. By the way, this is how we declare, how we realize by the Austrians who did the digs here for almost last 22 years. Sabrina is the chief archaeologist right now, and also it is reported to whole world. If you buy the new editions of the new books, you're going to see the name there. So that one. Take a look at the little friezes on the left corner. Can you see the horses and the soldiers, and also the little figures on the right side? Those are royal family members. What about the ones over here? Those are the Greek gods. My question to you, ladies and gentlemen, which one is original? The ones on the left or the ones on the right?
Right.
None of them.
Trick question.
Because all of them original pieces for the first time in our museum.
Yay.
Those are made of limestone. What happens if you leave the limestone under the sun? The acid of the rain is going to destroy them. That's why they placed the original pieces to our museum. Those are all replicas. What about the gate? You can see the egg dots. Can you see them? And the aquantus flowers everywhere. Those are typical Greek. And those are all original. As well as this pattern. Did you see this pattern before? Jewelry shops, yes. What is this? The Greek key.
The Greek.
The Greek key.
The Greek key.
What does Greek key symbolize? Or the Greeks, where do they use this symbol? Ancient times, they were using this symbol for jewelry. Earrings, necklaces, everything. And plus, for this pattern, they were using to decorate their homes and temples. What does this figure symbolize? Aegean. Where are the Greek islands? Aegean. Where is Ephisus? Aegean. Where is Pergamum? Aegean. So, it is pointing out the spot. What does this pattern have any meaning in the Turkish culture? What do you think? Yes or no? You have 50% chance. Which one?
Yes, no, no, yes.
Yes, no, no, yes. Might be, maybe.
I have a question.
Definitely, yes. This time, where do you see this pattern in the Turkish culture? This is the question. Exactly. You can see this pattern as the border of the rug if the rug is coming from Aegean. This is the clue showing that where the rug is coming from. So this is a universal symbol between Turks and Greeks, which points out the same spot, Aegean. Now face that direction, ladies and gentlemen.
Before we move on, is it Medusa on that one?
No, TK. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, take a look at the white roofs. The looks like plaster, but those are special substance and also membrane to protect this, to protect the mosaics inside the building from the sunlight. All those buildings are terraces houses where the rich people were living once upon a time. Ladies and gentlemen, from that right corner all the way down, all the way up to the left, huge courtyard. You can see where it ends. Make a guess. How many houses are you looking at?
400.
300.
400, 300. Different idea?
It's a kind of a line that keeps going.
7.
Oh, wow.
7. Only 7, not hundreds.
Oh,
7.
7 houses, courtyards. Okay.
7.
Mansions.
Smallest one has 38 rooms. Largest one has 54 rooms. All the homes are like villas. And none of them has windows opening out. Courtyard in the center. All the rooms are facing to the courtyard. Take the sunlight from the courtyard. All the rooms facing to the courtyard, covered by the windows covered by stained glasses. Take the light from the courtyard, and all homes has private libraries, private Roman baths, and private also pools and mosaics, and they do have slaves. So all the rooms were heated by hot water pipes passing under the floors, behind the walls, top of the ceiling. So heated by the hot water. So it's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. As long as you go to the upper part of the hill, the sizes of the homes shrinks, because the most expensive house was the one closest to the street. As long as you go up, then the prices goes down. Why? Nobody wants to walk. So no elevator, so nobody wants to. All those homes, ladies and gentlemen, owned by the famous people. Out of 7, so far 5 is registered. So we know to whom it belongs to. Number 1 is one of the wool merchant in the city. Number 2, the owner of the latrine, public toilets. Third one, the mayor of the city. Fourth one, the governor of the city. The last one was the priest of Upper Agora, where we started. There was a priest who was responsible from that marketplace for the aristocrats. That gentleman was living there. The rest too is still unidentified because the restoration is going on here right now.
That's why we cannot see it.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the latrine. That a lot of people wants to go to the latrine. So the traffic was too hot, too much. That's why he said first 7 hours of the day in the morning, starting 7 o'clock in the morning, for men. Next 7 hours for ladies. That was, ladies and gentlemen, please come close. Let the other group to be able to pass our.
There's no use to me.
Come close, let's open the doorway.
Pictures of the
Buyurun.
inside instead of the houses, yes.
So it was not unisex, ladies and gentlemen. Men in the morning, ladies in the afternoon. Doesn't matter who used the building, has to pay money. It was not free of charge. And that was a door where they keep the door closed all the time. And at the entrance, they were charging money. It was not free of charge. And according to your wish, they were distributing some potteries to the people to store your urine. On the way out, you can sell your urine to the owner of the house. Do you know which purpose they collect urine?
Medicine.
To find out.
Do you know how do they kill the bacteria on the marble? Or do you know how do they kill the dyes in the wool ancient times? Urine, ammonia inside of the urine, they were using it. That's why that gentleman, that aristocrat, was the richest person in the city.
Engine toilet.
On the bathroom.
The platform, the column behind. I worked with the digging team with Istanbul University and Harvard for 4 years in Ephisus. I was part of the digging team. And this is the column for 2.5 years that I've worked. That column. The second column is there. Those are, ladies and gentlemen, about the owner of the house. One day, his son came from school. He said, "All my friends are teasing with me. We are the richest family in the city, but we are still trying to buy the urine of the people. My friends are teasing with me." And he said, his father said, "Open your hands." He opened his hands, and the father gave to his son 4 golden coins. And he said, "Close your hands." Close it, open it, and he got the golden coins back. And he asked the question, "Where is urine in your hand?" After that moment, that wasn't very good, he became richer than his father. And that's the story about on both of the columns, about the richest family. Interior side, ladies and gentlemen, on 3 sides, like U-shaped seats, 49. 49 water channel passing in front of them, deep sewage underneath. There was a pool in the center. Nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, 13 years ago, everywhere was covered with the mosaics, original mosaics. Then they decided to cover it with cobblestones and wooden platform. Do you know why? 35% of the mosaics stolen. So still under the cobblestone, there are mosaics. And there was a pool in the center with arrows and dolphin statue, bronze. And open air building, 3 side terraces for people not to get wet. And also, the last thing, there was a musician. To cover the noises, I guess. So, this was a kind of like a lounge, you know. The aristocrats were coming in, they gossiped, they read magazine, and then they used the secret tunnel. There are some secret tunnels which connects the building into the Roman building.
Early in the morning.
Oh, sorry. And the cobblestones that I told you, the mosaics. That's right. Still underneath. In one corner there, I'm going to point it out. Just library from the ancient world, having 220,000 pieces of papyrus scrolls. And this library, although they found the city 1842, they couldn't find the place of the library till 1971. While they were doing the digs in the Hadrian Temple, they found the tablets, and they saw the picture of the library on the tablet. Till that time period, according to the photos taken of the city, the walls on the right were standing, but no building next to it. They found 32,000 pieces of marble blocks on the ground in the courtyard. When they found the tablet, by using the computer help, they reconstructed what you see here. 72% of what you see here is original, 28% is new. Like, take a look at the second column on the first floor on the left. Can you see that? Almost more than half of the column is new. Can you see that? So, and also the second floor, the walls are all new, as you can see. So, 28% is new. Celsius, there was no relationship at all with the temperature scale. He was the one, ladies and gentlemen, who was responsible from the social buildings in the city, like library, like fountains, like government buildings. So he was a well-known aristocrat. And his burial was underneath. According to the laws of Ephisus, nobody can get buried inside the city if he hadn't served in the military. That was the law. But on the other hand, he had a difficulty on walking. He was lame. So that's why he couldn't serve in the military. But he was a popular person. The king let him to be buried under the library. According to the historians, they say that Mark Antony and Cleopatra walked from this marble street